and welcome you watching the Saturday edition of This Is Exclusive with me, Shavan Sen. What is it that Pakistan is hiding? What is it that they do not want the world to know? It is because Pakistan is heading into another major trouble. Is it that they do not want the world to know that their nuclear scientists have been kidnapped? Why are nuclear scientists now being referred to as civilian workers? Tonight on This Is Exclusive, I tell you the real story of what Pakistan is essentially trying to hide. All this and much more on this edition of This Is Exclusive. But first, let's take you through the headlines we are tracking at this hour. 16 Pakistani nuclear scientists reportedly abducted by the Tehrik-e-Taliban. Nuclear scientists abducted by Tehrik-e-Taliban. Pakistan bringing to you the clincher news breaks only on Republic in a short while. Bangladeshi miscreants target our farmers, bringing you more details in a short while from now. Pakistan's nefarious narco-terror plot exposed. Republic cameras will take you to unseen places in a short while from now. Ladies and gentlemen, starting with the big story now coming in. 16 nuclear scientists of Pakistan were kidnapped at gunpoint by the Tehrik-e-Taliban. This was in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. All this while, Pakistan has been saying these are civilian workers who have been abducted by the TTP. The reason being, these very scientists have been working with a nuclear program linked to Pakistan. In fact, it turns out that the TTP is now eyeing the dirty bombs of Pakistan. And that is exactly why they are now worried, because uranium has now been looted by the TTP. What is it that the TTP is demanding? TTP has now demanded the Pakistani army to release the terrorists who were arrested by Pakistan. Pakistan seems to be completely unnerved. But first, let me tell you how it all started and where it stands today, and we are going to get you more breaking news in a short while from now.
In a major development in the raging conflict between the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan and the Pakistan Army, the TTP militants have reportedly abducted at least 16 Pakistani nuclear scientists to pressure Islamabad to give in to their demands.
At one hand, government of Pakistan is dealing with fragile economy. And on the other hand, the terrorist organizations are calling the shot across Pakistan. In yet another fresh type of terror, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan have abducted 16 workers of one of most prestigious organizations of Pakistan, the Pakistan Atomic Energy Association. It is a big, huge story coming out of Pakistan. While Pakistan's government has reportedly dropped idea of conducting an army operation to release these hostages, but so far what we have got to know through our reliable sources, government of Pakistan is constituting a high power committee to negotiate with Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan to secure release of these high-profile workers, government officials. This is an appalling story coming out of Pakistan.
This is indeed concerning, as terrorists with access to uranium can now make dirty bombs. Watch this clip, where the abducted nuclear scientists are pleading to the government for their lives.
نن 10 جنوري جمعه مبارک ورځ ده موږ د مجاهدینو په تحویل چې بدستور یو پرون چې د کوم کسان خلاصولو میډیا چې گردش سره ده هغه کسان وو چې کوم دو په خیال باندې بیماران وو یا معذوري وو موږ فی الحال دو تحویل چې یو او پر امن مقام باندې یو موږ خپل محکمانه افسرانو تعداد خاص کوو چې دوی سره د زر تر زر مذاکرات وکړي او موږ رهایی د ممکن وکړي.
A car containing uranium and 15 passengers has allegedly been set ablaze by TTP militants. The Tehrik-e-Taliban has outlined 5 demands. First, release of all the members, children and relatives of TTP militants. Second, arrested terrorists from the Lucky Marwat must be freed. The homes of the militants should not be demolished. Fourth, return of the bodies of the killed militants. And the last demand, compensation should be provided for homes that have been demolished. Republic will be tracking the tussle between the TTP and the Pakistan government. But the question, will Pakistan be able to bring back their abducted scientists?
Pakistan says that they are civilian workers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the first response from Pakistan, a report on the ground confirming to us that the 16 who have been taken hostage are those who are working with the largest uranium mine in Pakistan, part of the nuclear program. Deputy Commissioner of Lucky Marwat and elders from the tribal Jirga have all been asked to negotiate with the TTP to free the hostages. So this is a hostage situation right now. Pakistan finds itself in a helpless position right now with absolutely no word really coming in from the TTP. In fact, what I'm picking up from sources in Pakistan as well as Afghanistan, lines have been opened up for some sort of a negotiation to take place. The Jirga there has been asked to connect with the TTP. So far, there is no word. And all that they are basically indicating that they are civilian workers. But that's not the case. They are nuclear scientists who have been kidnapped. In fact, the TTP has now released a new video. What you see right now on your screens, this is the latest video in which they admit that they are part of the nuclear program. And secondly, the ID cards of these nuclear scientists have also been released by the TTP, confirming that they are no civilian workers linked to any infrastructure project, but they are scientists working with the uranium mine in Pakistan. Let me also quickly go across to my colleague Kaswar, who's joining us from Islamabad. What's the first response coming in from Pakistan government? Because as I understand, Kaswar, they're not officially coming on record to say that their nuclear scientists have been kidnapped.
Well, Shaman, let me tell you, it is a horrible story that is coming out of Pakistan. And there is no doubt that 16 people have been kidnapped. They have been associated with Pakistan's Atomic Energy Commission. This is what we have got to know from the government of Pakistan. And this is the only information that is coming out of, the officials of the government of Pakistan. They all were working there in Lucky Marwat. And according to my sources, 10 out of them have been freed. But 6, and out of these 6, 3 are really most important people for Pakistan's Atomic Energy Commission. This is what I can tell you. And government of Pakistan, according to my sources, was actually willing to launch an army operation to get them released. But after a few hours, a video message was released by the captive, and these hostage actually advised government of Pakistan not to initiate any sort of military operation, because they told government of Pakistan, in case if military operation is launched, they will surely get killed. And now what I am getting my sources is that government of Pakistan has actually engaged the politicians, elders of the tribal Jarga and the Deputy Commissioner of Lucky Marwat to negotiate with the captive.
Kaswar, I'm getting some breaking news right now. It turns out that our newsroom has now got the first response from the Taliban government. The Taliban government has issued a response. They say that this is Pakistan's internal matter. Remember, lines were being opened up with Afghanistan, hoping that the Taliban administration will intervene and speak to the TTP. Afghanistan has now withdrawn. They say it is Pakistan's internal matter. Let them handle the situation. That's the latest now coming in. Let's go back to the visuals of the nuclear scientists who have been kidnapped. Pakistan is brushing this under the carpet. A quick response from you, Kaswar. Afghanistan is saying it's Pakistan's internal matter. They do not want to get into this entire situation.
Well, you have rightly pointed out, and I don't know that if it is an official response, but I have also got to know through my reliable sources from Kabul that they have said we have nothing to do with this standoff between TTP and the government of Pakistan. It's an internal matter. That is correct. But on the other hand, I tell you that the government of Pakistan had repeatedly accused Taliban of harboring and supporting TTP. But all the time, the emirate of Afghanistan rejected these such kind of allegations. And they all the time, what we got to know is that the Taliban government has said that this is something that is referring to the internal matter of Pakistan and what's the TTP as well. So it is a sad story. And now it is up to the 6 or 7 members of the committee, which have the members of this committee have not been announced by the government of Pakistan. Maybe we will get to hear from government of Pakistan tomorrow. But the fact is that the fate of these important people is languishing at the hand of the negotiator from Pakistan side and also their captive Shaman.
Well, thank you very much, Kaswar, for getting us the latest from Islamabad, as the situation remains extremely volatile as Pakistan refuses to make any public statement on this entire issue. And it turns out that the negotiations haven't begun as yet. That's the big confirmation coming in. Afghanistan once again indicating that they are not going to intervene. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that we're getting to you with those latest images coming in of the scientists who were taken into custody. Shift focus now to other story. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have been pointing out, UNIS's dirty tricks, starting from the border escalation, the attempt that was made in the last few weeks, to another attempt that has now been made at the border areas. Republic TV is now getting you the latest images from the zero line, where Indian farmers claim that their land is being encroached upon. The clincher visuals that we're going to put out on your screen right now will show what exactly is UNIS up to carry out destruction on the Indian side. In fact, crops of Indian farmers are being destroyed by locals there. Let me first take you through those images that have come in right now. Indian farmers, who are after all the backbone of the nation, they are now becoming the target of the UNIS government. They are the target here. These images that you see right now, this has just come in a short while back into our newsrooms, where from the zero line area in Malda, which has been targeted by the Bangladeshi locals. Take a look. Well, the farmers, the backbone of the nation, are now under attack. On the Indo-Bangladesh border, Bangladeshi miscreants are now destroying crops, encroaching on Indian land, and even targeting the BSF with brazen provocation. The images that have been accessed by Republic TV reveal the harsh realities at the zero line, where farmers have been injured, sovereignty completely challenged, smuggling attempts that have been thwarted by the BSF. When will Bangladesh's UNIS stop these nefarious plots? How long will India really tolerate this attempt to provocate? First, it was the BSF. Now, the locals and even farmers are not being spared. Take a look.
A desperate Yunus and his people continue to provoke the BSF at the border. In the latest, Bangladeshi miscreants have targeted one of the backbones of the Indian economy, our farmers. Watch how these Bangladeshi locals illegally encroach upon the land of our very farmers on the zero line. Not only that, some farmers claim that they have been attacked by these Bangladeshi miscreants.
ওরা মোটামুটি প্রথমে শুরু করেছে একজন, আর তার মধ্যে যেমন একজন মারা হয়েছে, তখন আমি নিজের হাত আমার কাছে একটা গম কাটার কেঁচে ছিল, ওই তার মধ্যে ও মারতে মারতে শুরু করে, তখন আমি এক লাঠি মেরে এক ব্যাট মেরেছি। এবার যেই মারা তাই সেই সময় মোটামুটি 25 থেকে 30 জন ছিল, একদম 25-30 জনের এখানে ছিল, আর বাকি সব ওই উপরটাতে ছিল, ওখানে 20-25 জন সবাই মিলে আসলো একদম মারতে।
আপনার কোথায় কোথায় চোট লেগেছিল? আমার লেগেছে পিঠে লেগেছে 4-5 লাঠি, হাতে লেগেছে, তবে গালেও তো দেখছি কাটা আছে, অনেক হাতে খাম হয়েছিল। আবার
পাতে এখন ওইটাতে দাগ ফুলে আছে, পা আর পা এখানে দাগ এখনো আছে, এক্সরে তো পায়ের এটা পায়ের এখনো তো হয়েছে, হাড় ফেটে আছে, এখনো ভালো হয়নি।
The BSF also foiled smuggling attempts at the international border of West Bengal and seized 216 bottles of fentanyl, 46 bottles of liquor and contraband medicines. Our sister channel, Republic Bangla, has accessed exclusive visuals of some of the miscreants who have been arrested. BSF targeted. Our farmers targeted. Our sovereignty being questioned. When will Yunus put a halt to his nefarious plots?
Well, it continues with the same very old plot of Pakistan. A desperate Pakistan continues to resort to the same old desperate ways. Republic has time and again exposed these very nefarious plots. Remember, with the overground workers not being able to support the infiltrators, this is what they are essentially doing. Republic brings to you Pakistan's nefarious narco-terror plot. In fact, our cameras will actually take you to places that no one has ever been able to go through. 202 arrests have already been made in this particular case so far, and this is indeed a concerning problem. We get you all that no other channel has. In a way, this very exclusive report will tell you how Pakistan is basically once again trying to change their tactics. But this time, once again, they have been exposed.
In this report, Republic exposes the nefarious narco-terror plot of the Pakistanis. Jammu and Kashmir police, alongside forces of heightened border security to curb narcotic smuggling in border areas, including the Baramulla district, which has remained the hotbed for illegal activities. Jammu and Kashmir police have attached the properties worth more than 83 crores in 2024 alone from Baramulla. These properties belong to various hardcore drug smugglers trying to destabilize the valley. Republic cameras take you inside the high-tech Black Panther vehicle which is being used to counter Pakistan's nefarious plot.
मैं आपको वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट से कहूंगा कि वो आपको दिखाए प्रॉपर तरीके से किस तरह से यहाँ पे जो पब्लिक प्लेसेस है उन पर यहाँ पे किस तरह से नजर रखी जा रही हो, और लगातार आप देख सकते हो किस तरह से यहाँ पे 360 कैमरास के साथ साथ और भी ऐसे सेंसर्स है इस गाड़ी में, जिससे पूरा यहाँ पर लोकेशन को मॉनिटर किया जाता है। चाहे हम पब्लिक प्लेसेस की बात करें या डीप और डेंस फॉरेस्ट की बात करें, वहां पर इस तरह के जो एरियाज है उन पर नजर रखी जा रही हो। और लगातार आप देख सकते हो किस तरह से जम्मू एंड कश्मीर पुलिस की जो ब्लैक पैंथर गाड़ी है लगातार चाहे क्राउडेड प्लेसेस की अगर हम बात करें यहां पे नजर रखी जा रही है। इस तरह की कुछ झाड़ियों की बात करें या फॉरेस्ट एरियाज की बात करें जो कि लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल के एरियाज होते हैं, वहां पे किस तरह से ये ब्लैक पैंथर जम्मू एंड कश्मीर पुलिस का आपको साथ देता है।
जी, सिक्योरिटी के रीज़न से बहुत अच्छा साथ इस ब्लैक पैंथर गाड़ी का हमें मिला है कि एक जगह बैठकर हम पूरे इलाके पे नज़र रख सकते हैं, चाहे वो लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल हो, जहाँ भी जितने भी क्राउड प्लेसेस हैं, मार्केट के अंदर हैं या एडजॉइनिंग एरियाज़ पर हैं, तो हम यहाँ से बिल्कुल अच्छे से उन पर नज़र रख सकते हैं।
ड्रग्स पाकिस्तान से आ रही है, इसमें तो कोई शक नहीं है। भेजा किस तरह से जा रहा है जाहिर सी बात है, उसके बारे में तो हमें इतना इल्म नहीं है। ताहम फौज की चौकसी के बावजूद, पुलिस की रात दिन की जिद्दोजहद के बावजूद जहाँ से ये अब पास हो रहा है, पुलिस अपनी तरफ से काफ़ी काम कर रही है और इलाके में काफ़ी काम हुआ भी है। बहुत सारे लोग इस वक्त जेल की सलाखों के पीछे पड़े हुए हैं, उनको सजाएं हुई हैं, बंद हैं। बहुत सारे लोगों के घर बंद किए गए हैं। तो काफ़ी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह तब्दीली आई हुई है। काम जितना होना चाहिए था उतना नहीं हुआ, ताहम फिर भी हम देख रहे हैं कि इलाके में काफ़ी तब्दीली आई हुई है, काफ़ी नौजवान इससे बचे हुए हैं।
हमारे साल 2024 में जो पिछला गया साल है, उसमें हमारे 145 केस रजिस्टर हुए हैं। 248 लोग हमने अरेस्ट किए हैं। इसमें 248 में से 202 सब्सटेंटिव लॉ में है, यानी एनडीपीएस एक्ट में, एंड 46 लोग हमने प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन में पिट एनडीपीएस एक्ट कहते हैं जिसको, उसके अंदर हमने बंद किए हैं। 15 केसेस में हमने प्रॉपर्टीज़ भी अटैच की हैं। ड्रग्स में ह्यूज मनी इन्वॉल्व है, सारे का सारा ब्लैक मार्केट है इसका, ह्यूज अमाउंट्स ऑफ सम्स इज इन्वॉल्व। तो मोटिवेशन फैक्टर प्राइमरीली इजी मनी है, ना कि अदर फैक्टर्स।
As Pakistan makes yet another desperate attempt to destabilize the valley, the question remains, when will Islamabad finally stop?
Well, as we come to the end of this news, let's record and summarize with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Tension between Pakistan and Afghanistan have escalated in recent weeks, especially since Pakistan conducted a wave of airstrikes on the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan terror group inside Afghanistan. The TTP, or the Pakistani Taliban, have released a video in which the kidnapped nuclear scientists working for the Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission are seen pleading to the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif-led Pakistani government to ensure their safety and accept their terror group's demands. Tensions have escalated between both the countries. There you have it, the precise reading of the news in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. We'll be back with the headlines in a few minutes from now.